I know nothing of ESO, so be my guide. The biggest thing to take away from this game is that, one, it has voice acting. So that's super important. The entire game is fully voiced, and even with the new expansions, the voice acting has actually gotten better. Like it seems like they hired a lot better people for the jobs. So it's good. Like, it's nice to just sit back and just listen to that. And that's something that, you know, most MMOs don't have, like, with the exception of what, Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 has good voice acting, but the problem is the story kind of sucks. I'll be like honest. With Guild Wars 2, it's like, ugh. With Elder Scrolls, I've had a lot of moments where the side quests were actually intriguing and like the main story was decent. It's not gonna blow your socks off or anything. It's not gonna be like some movie theater experience or anything, but it does a pretty nice job. It does a nice job. Also, the combat system is a lot of fun. The biggest thing that makes it a lot of fun too is not only making unique builds, because you can do some wild stuff in this game. I've made tanks that literally only use a bow. I've made healers that use sword and shield, like this one. This one was using sword and shield for a while. Right now I'm not even using a healing staff, and all my abilities are heals. So this is how you could basically customize all your stuff, because each ability can be morphed into something different. And some of these abilities will be like, oh, it's an AoE attack that hits all the mobs, and then it'll evolve into it's an AoE attack but also heals your allies. You know, like, you can do things like that, and that's what makes it like really interesting to make builds. Also, every single class in this game does every single role, so you can build it however you want to build it and play it however you want. So that's the coolest thing with this game, and each class is completely different from the others. So you're gonna have like completely different play styles in the way of, like, for example, this Nightblade, I can go stealth, I can do assassin type things, but I can also tank if I want to on this. So you can do anything, you know. So it's really nice. One of my favorite classes is Warden, because I like all the mix of healing stuff and also like good stamina abilities. So you can do melee builds and magic if you want to. Like, pretty versatile, and that's why I like it. There's also like a dumb amount of content. Like, you'll be playing this game for like 7,000 years. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, it's so ridiculous. It's like way too much, and they keep expanding it, and they keep expanding. You see all these little like nothing here parts. Like, this could easily be in a new expansion area, then there's another one right here, then there's another one right in between here. You know, like, they're looking to fill up this whole entire continent. And then they're also even adding even more areas. Like, they added the Oblivion area. They got this too, and then you got this over here, these little islands, and you know, like, it keeps going and going and going and going. Like, they can unlimitedly, I don't even know if that's a word, unlimitedly update this game like forever and ever. You know, so like there's massive potential for this to just grow unbelievably huge. You know, and it shows. Like, the player base is really strong. There's plenty of people playing this game. The only downside is that this game isn't cross-platform, but look at that, 22,000 people playing right now, and it's 9:41 in the morning my time. So yeah, for that much people to be playing this early in the morning is insane. I highly recommend this game. The one big downside with this game, and it's a Bethesda problem, it's not the bugs. It's they love to monetize your ass. So there's a lot of stuff in the cash shop. So I'm gonna be discussing this eventually in my pay to win series, and talking about all this stuff. But just to give you a quick overview, the DLCs are not included in expansions. So these are separate things you buy. So for example, if you like the Dark Brotherhood, you're not gonna get that in an expansion. You have to purchase it as a separate entity DLC, and that gives you a whole ass zone and the whole ass like content to do specifically for that DLC. So if you don't buy the DLCs, you're gonna be missing out on a lot of stuff. A lot of these DLCs are not 100% needed. You can play without them, because like I said, there's a ridiculous amount of content. Like, you'll be playing this game forever. If you feel bad sometimes when you look at it and you're like, damn, I want to go check this place out. What is this Dragon Bones? I don't know what this is. I never played it because I don't own it. So it's $15 to buy this one DLC. And then this one, Dragonhold 2000, which is $20. You know, so $15. The game is basically nickeling and diming you, like, just for the DLCs. And the only way to get around this is to subscribe. Also, another thing that I feel like is super petty that they decided to do was, if you don't subscribe, you don't get access to the crafting bag. And the crafting bag gives you unlimited space in there for crafting materials. Since I'm not subscribed right now, I can't take advantage of this, which means that basically, if I wanted to be a crafter, I'm shit out of luck, because like, you need the crafting bag. Like, if you don't have the crafting bag and you're planning to be a crafter or gather materials and all that, you're gonna have the hardest time ever, because you're always gonna be full on inventory all the time. You can go to the bank and try to like pretend like you could put all your materials in the bank thing, but you'll run out of space in this shit too. And if you're trying to save like gear sets on top of like special items and then also materials, you see like I got all these fishes in here for some reason, like that is already gonna screw me over on space. And then before you know it, you're full on your bank space, you're full on your inventory space. You could buy a house and you can put like a little storage bin in there, but it only holds like a small amount of items. So, and there you go. And then all of a sudden you're tempted to pay $15 a month for a damn bag, you know? So that's the biggest downsides with Elder Scrolls. Other than that, really awesome game.